Hello and a very warm welcome to Crafty TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you? Hope your day's going well. We're having a blast today, aren't we? I tell you what, it's been a marvellous, marvellous day. Already one new launch in the bag. You guys have absolutely loved it, and we will be looking at the new launch from today later on in this show. Launch party, of course, all about looking at some of the most recent launches, and we have got a stacked lineup for you. As I mentioned, Arabian Nights will be back a little bit later on, approaching 60% of the stock of the brand new collection already gone. If you've not yet seen it, we'll see that later. Also on the show, we have got the seasonal creator card dies, which you can pick up there on the Shop the Show right now for you. We've got yesterday's launch. We're going to be looking at the ColourBloom inkpads, which I know a lot of you picked up yesterday. We've got masks on the show for you too. It's going to be fantastic. More about that in just a second. Don't forget as well, though, this week is the last week of National Craft Month. All of March, we've been giving you the opportunity to shop with codes. The code has been different each week, and in case you don't know, this week we're all about the storage. And it seems like a good time to do that because with all the new launches, you'll need more storage. So have a code on us. NCM Storage is the code that you need, and you type that in at checkout. You get 30% off selected storage. You can check out the designated page on the website, but like I say, if you put any storage in your cart and you think that code might work, I would just whack it in because, you know, sometimes there are anomalies. It has happened. But just whatever you're doing, check out with that code. And it is multi-use up until end of play on Sunday. We'll say a few hellos in just a few moments' time, but before that, the most important hello as we head into launch party, getting ready to inspire you and educate you and probably make you laugh and smile in equal measure over the course of the next couple of hours, is the one and only, the marvellous McGiggles, Debbie Fisher. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, Ben. Yes, really well. What an exciting launch today. I'm so thrilled that people have loved the Arabian Nights because it really has been a beautiful collection to work with, and I feel incredibly lucky that I've been able to launch it today and then launch another one of a different type tomorrow.
Tomorrow we've got another launch, have we?
Yeah, we've just got another lovely launch tomorrow, which I think could be one of the biggest we've had.
I think you're right. Are you, are we gonna, I'm thinking tomorrow, mask and snorkel.
Oh, okay.
Hawaiian shirt, Bermuda shorts.
Yeah.
And flippers.
See, now, I didn't get the brief before I travelled up.
Oh.
I've got a blue dress. I could wear a blue dress, maybe.
Yeah, I've got a spare mask and snorkel if you want.
I can't put anything like that over my face.
Yeah,
I know it's ridiculous because I'm claustrophobic, but I can't do anything like that.
So maybe I'll just do that then.
You just do that, yeah, you just do that one.
I love the fact that tomorrow, though, for the Enchanted Oceans collection, we've got the fish launching that. We couldn't have wanted anyone else, could we, really?
Absolutely. It's going to be really fun. Yeah, it's going to be great. But today's show, before the launch tomorrow, is going to be epic because I've got my hands on some masks.
Yeah.
Got my hands on the ColourBloom. Got my hands on the amazing seasonal creator card words, which are just fabulous. So yeah, we've got lots going on in the next couple of hours.
We'll say a few of those and then should we have a look at, you've got some finished samples over
samples,
there.
Yes.
Let's say a few of those and we'll have a look at those and then we'll get into it. We have got Jan on the socials tonight here for launch party, so fire your questions and comments and chatting. We had some great chat earlier on actually. We were talking about your crafty wishes via our crafting genie, so no doubt we'll have more random conversation in this show. But Amber Ray's has joined us saying good morning y'all, sending much love back to you. Jessica Stricker says, good afternoon from a finally sunny southern Illinois. We've had no sun here today. It's been cold and miserable. Laurie's in from Gilbert, Arizona. Hi to Carol Garwood Beard. He says, good morning from South Dakota. Pat Demarest joins us saying, good afternoon from a cool and clear New Jersey. Hillary's in. Hillary says, hello everyone from Hillary and Holly. That's Holly Collie. Holly Collie. I love the Arabian Nights. It is so beautiful. And Marisol says, good morning from California, everyone. It's time to celebrate and have a party. Oh yeah, launch party. Get your nibbles and all your crafty goodies out. Who's brought nibbles in our team? Anyone? Nicola's got flying sauces. And you got what, Jemmy? Sweeties and chocolate biscuits. Oh, and a cup of tea. I was hoping for something savoury, but never mind.
Tangerine.
What?
A tangerine.
Is that what you brought? I bought some wine gums. Not much of a party, is it really? Never mind. You guys have your nibbles. We'll do all of the crafty stuff. What you got?
Yeah, I love these. They're amazing. So one of Sheena's shows last week when she launched them was so busy. You're loving the mask. They're a little bit different to stencils. So they're sort of like almost like you want to call the waist part of a stencil, but they're not the waist, obviously. They're those masks which you can do in so many different ways. So looking at this one here looks absolutely stunning. Using the mask on top, just ink around it, you create that amazing background. This is absolutely stunning.
Wow.
How amazing is that? It took me a few seconds to work out how that was done, but I've realised you literally make your water reactive ink background.
Yeah.
Then you put your mask down and then put black ink over the top. But it took me a while to work that out. I was thinking, how on earth has that been done? But yeah, that's how.
Clever.
Look how amazing. It's lovely, isn't it? I love this next card. I think very subtle in the background there, with some spritz over the top. And if you're using a wet spritz, so things like your shimmer sprays, you're going to get a more sort of like a wetter look. So it's not going to look so staged. And I absolutely love that technique. I think it's beautiful. But what about this? How amazing is that? Rachel Gillam's made this. And it just looks stunning. She's done it over 3 tags,
That's
but
really
just
cute.
put them at the side. I think that's a really clever way. If you like subtle, this is beautiful. So putting that haze of colour over the top of the mask just to create that real pastel look. Another one done with our shimmer spray. So you've got those hearts in there. Again, another subtle look in the background. Love this one used with our swashed stamps over the top, another gorgeous one. But if you want a pop of a colour, what about in fact using the new ink pads from the Arabian Nights would look good with that as well. Another one with the feather. There's lots of samples here, but I'm going to go through them because they are so lovely. And then I love this one, Ben, used with pigment ink pads on craft card. How clever is that? It's absolutely stunning. This one's very clever, cutting the actual design out, using it in the background, so you've got it in that foreground, but you've also got it right at the front there. And then the last one here, really subtle one there, but they've used on a box going all the way round.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't it beautiful? Yeah.
Oh, so the whole thing continues onto the edges?
Just continues to the edges. Looks absolutely amazing.
Clever.
And that one's by Jackie Smith. She's done that one. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, lots of different designs. I'm going to be using the new ColourBloom with them. So I can't wait to show you. Yeah,
I'll show you everything you're going to get in that bundle. All of them available as individuals if you want. And the ColourBlooms we'll look at the end of the demo. Hi to Kate, who's joined us from CA.
California?
Is it California? Colombia? One of the two. Hi, Debbie, Ben and the crew, and all you crafty peeps. Hello. Hello also to Connie T. Connie T has messaged again. Is this like your 3rd time now? I think you're getting the hang of this. It's brilliant. Everyone, I thought I'd join you again. It was such a fabulous launch earlier, says Connie. Teresa says, good morning, Ben and Debbie. And hi to Dawn LaValley, who says, good afternoon from New Hampshire. I have Cadbury's mini eggs.
Oh,
they're my favourites.
Mini eggs are good, aren't they?
Love mini eggs. Oh, do you know what I found out as well, Nicola? You know, because you're a mini egg person who puts your mini eggs in the microwave. I bought some mini eggs for my kids the other day because I'm a nice dad. And first thing Daisy went and did, put hers in the microwave. Oh, it doesn't take the crunch away. Yes, that's what I thought, because it takes the crunch away, but it doesn't. But I'm just shocked that I've never seen my daughter do that before. I was wondering, did you call her or something? Or, oh, you did. You taught. I thought that's what happened, yeah. But anyway, the masks are fantastic. And if you get an opportunity to go back and watch the launch of these from last Thursday, I think it was, then please do, because Sheena was, well, doing Sheenery things, let's just say, with these. And what was really lovely, again, was to kind of go on a bit of a journey with these, showing you all of the different ways that you can use them, how easy they are to use, but then all of the kind of different things that she was doing, stamping with them, embossing with them, just doing so many different things. So if you're buying these today, obviously, watch Debbie's demos, but do go back and watch the official launch of these as well. £32 for all of them, and you're getting 11. So you've got the cherry blossom in there. This is the one I was talking about a little bit earlier on, which I think will work really nicely with your Arabian Nights papers, that decorative lotus. In fact, that is the one I think that she was using on some papers. I'm trying to think which one she used in the end. I think, was it the Cosmic papers, I think? No, it was Bella Luna, wasn't it? When she stamped this, didn't she? Onto the Bella Luna collection. It looked incredible. Then you've got, as you've seen with Debbie, some beautiful florals in here. So peonies. You've got a couple of feathers to choose from as well. I know individually the peacock feather proved very popular, but then you've also got your sort of standard feather included in there too. There's swirls as well if you want to go for that sort of more vintage effect. And then more of these beautiful florals. That's stunning. You've got the rose. The hearts, as you've seen, will come in handy, I think, so many times. And the beautiful echinacea, I think maybe this one and the next one, my two favourites in the collection. I don't know what it is about those dandelion heads. They kind of take me back to, I don't know, less complicated days when I was a small child picking these from the fields that I used to run through and blowing them in the air. What are you singing there?
It just sounded like you needed some sort of quiet music, soft music, like, yeah. When I was a little boy.
Here we are, lad, walking through fields, picking the dandelion flowers and blowing them. But no, just, I don't know. Reminds me of easier, sunnier days, happier days.
They're dandelion clocks.
Yes. And used to, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and if you were really mean,
put it in someone's mouth, like say blow it, and that's open their mouth. Yeah.
And then they get all of the dandelion. I mean, I never did that. I saw people do it. I thought that was really, that was a horrible thing to do.
If I'd known that you could do that when I was little, I think I would have done that. But
yeah.
I've seen it on social media since then. I think it's quite funny. Although I think that would be awful to have happen to you.
Yeah, so don't do that. It's not big yet, and it's not clever. We don't condone that on Crafters TV. 32 pounds platinum, $48 if you're shopping in the US. Happy to see another demo for the masks, said Pat, because I did order some of them. I'm waiting for delivery. Well, that's marvellous. And also, Connie T says, yes, Ben, I'm back. Nice. Amber says, eating hot cakes, maple syrup, mixed berries and hot chocolate. And before we get on to the first demo, Nicola, how long mini eggs in the microwave for? 10 seconds. Dawn, you're welcome. And Karen says, got the masks. They really are easy to use and they make you look like a real pro. They're a must-have. Let's have a look at these. And that's a great place to start, really, from what Karen is saying. Because when we did the launch of these, Debbie, a lot of people were like, oh, masks, mixed media, oh, very difficult. But I think Sheena dispelled some of the myths. Actually, these are really easy to work with and they provide really professional results, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. And so simple. And all you need is some ink pads.
Yeah.
Or if you're using pens or paint, you just need to get yourself some glycerin to make them into ink pads as well. But saying that, there's a lot you can do with them. You could put some of your, if you like your paints, you put them in your water, you can spritz them, you can use our shimmer sprays through them. There's so much that you can be doing with them, including embossing as well. So you can emboss the stencil so you get that outline and they look amazing. So really, they're just really cool to have, I think. So I'm going to use that classic echinacea and we're just going to literally place that right into the middle of my cardstock so you can see that on there. Then I'm just going to be using a brush to put down the main lay down of colour, and then I just want a small one just to do my little heads on the flowers. So I've got the pumpkin patch, which I love. I think that's a beautiful colour. And then we've just picked up the dusk orchid as well. So let's start off with this one, which is our beautiful colour. So hopefully you would have all seen Leanne with these ink pads yesterday because they are amazing. I mean, truly amazing.
It's like witchcraft, isn't it?
It is like witchcraft, yeah. You just have to, there's a subtleness about them which give off this amazing colour. And I think they are just something very different to what we haven't seen before. And that's what crafting's all about. It's about being able to explore some different avenues, some different techniques. And these ink pads absolutely do that. So if you haven't had the opportunity to see them, now's a good time, but also to buy them because they are amazing. And if you haven't gone for these stencils, or say stencils, the masks, they work amazingly with these. Just a really nice way to use them. I know, well actually I don't know, did Leanne use any yesterday of the masks?
You're asking me something that happened yesterday. I want to say she did use some of the masks.
Oh, okay.
Potentially not. What she did use as well is the brushes that you're using. If you don't have those, can we sort of use our normal...
any ink applicator, yes. You know, and I'm really mean using them because it's just that they've become my favourites, Ben. Yeah. I love them, and honestly, when they come back into stock, I'm going to be the one that's going to be singing, dancing, literally, to tell you to buy them.
Look forward to that.
Because I just think they are amazing. Yeah. Because of the density of them, they just pick up a lot of colour in one go. Their blending capabilities are like none other that I've seen before. So I definitely think they're worth it. And the best thing about them is you don't have to use lots of them. You can use the same one for lots of different ink pads.
Okay.
Because they clean off so quickly.
Yeah.
But I'll stop talking about them because we haven't got them.
Oh, yeah. What is she like tonight, honestly?
I don't like
talking about these, we don't have them. Talking about blowing the dandelion clock flowers in people's faces. I mean, God, dear.
Right, so I'm just making sure I've put plenty on there so we've got that beautiful ink gathered there. And you can see I'm not filling my whole paper. I don't want that all filled. I just want that beautiful effect coming round. Then we're going to come in with our next colour. So let's pop that to the side. So, and this is allowing this to dry a bit more. So, because it is, I think we need to call it LL, and it's Leanne's Law.
Oh, LL, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So LL is Leanne's Law that you have to dry it. It has to be dry. Yeah. So a good way to do it is obviously to let it dry. But what I would say is probably if you're going to let them dry, do them in the daytime, leave them all overnight so they can all dry. You don't have to sort of force dry them. But because we're doing this on air, I'm going to be using our heat tool and we're just going to be drying this.
And this is key to dry almost like the first layer, isn't it? So that then when you apply the water, the second layer of colour comes out, right?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Now, actually, I'm doing that and I can take my stencil off. So let's see the stencil. So even before we've done anything to this, if I just take this stencil away, look how absolutely stunning that is. Yeah. I mean, is that not just the most amazing technique? So if you think about all the ink pads you've got in your collection, that's going to do that for you. But then we can take this now to a whole new level. And I think this is what I love about these ink pads, because it's not just about that first initial lay down of colour. It's about getting variations of that colour in that family of colour. And they're just amazing. And the more you dry and wet, the more you'll start seeing different shades. So you'll see lighter lilacs, you'll see pinks in there, you'll see blues. But it is a case of just making sure that you dry that off first.
And after you wet in a minute, we would then dry again before we were to then add more water, would we?
Yeah, so there's sort of different ways to do it. So that's completely dry now.
Yeah.
So what I tried when I was at home, I thought I'd get a sparkle brush and see if the sparkle brush would move the water. But actually, the sparkle brush didn't do too much. But what it did was add this intense sparkle to my leaves, and then it starts to, I can see it now starting to go, it starts to add the pink, so we can see the pink. Can you see the pink bleed in there?
Yeah.
So it is allowing me to have a little bit of the pink coming through those edges. But I just want to get some sparkle on the leaves, because I thought then afterwards, well, actually, it's probably not doing as much as I would like it to do, but I like the effect that you're just getting sparkly leaves, and it is giving you, so I can see, look, it's really reacting now here. So it's taking that pink to those edges, but the sparkle is really nice and intense. I'm not even doing this too neat. You don't need to do it neat. It's just a case of adding that sparkle in and reacting with that.
Oh yes, but you can certainly see it going now, bottom of the screen. Just, stop there. And see the petals going there.
Yes, you can really see it round here now. It's starting to go as well. Yeah, that's
it's
brilliant.
It's such a clever process.
Which is lovely. So, and then all I want to do is we can just add a bit here. That's going to release some of the yellow. So the orange is like, it releases like this yellow hue, which is just beautiful. So we're just going to pop some of that down, and that's going to add that yellow in. So that's going to release that. So I can see that's starting to come round as well. And then what I'm going to do with this one, Ben, is we're actually going to spritz it. So you can add water by drawing it out with a paintbrush, but I quite like the spritzed effect where when you just put water over the top, like so. I'm just going to let that sit for a little while, and what you'll see happening is around the edges.
You can see it going already.
Yeah, is where it starts to go, and you'll start to get this pitted pink going around, and then you leave it that little bit more. So drying this, so we can dry this, but if you want to move it into more of the white space, you can. So we're going to dry this a little bit.
It's almost like a little haze is like appearing behind the flowers.
Yes, that's exactly what it does. It creates this really beautiful haze, which just looks really cool. I just love them. I feel like these are really giving us the opportunity to get really creative with something just that little bit different. Yeah, you can really start to see it around the edges there. So I'm just going to dry that off a little bit.
Purple haze.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So, and I'll show it in a minute, but you can really start to see, in fact, you can see it on there, that's perfect. Where we've got extras, can you see the blue coming through here? Yeah. And over here, I can see blue coming through as well. So let's do a little bit more, just put a little bit more. Oh, I think I'm running out of water. We've got enough to do what we need to do.
Do you need a top up?
Well, I've got my bottle of water, so I can top it up in the break. But that's just going to get that beautiful effect. Now, I am going to make, because I thought it'd be rude not to make a card out of it. Now, if I bring this one in, which has now gone, as you can see now, the pink. Once you spray it more, keep drying it, spray it. Can you see the pink that's come out of there and all this mottled effect here? And actually, Ben, I use this one on, yes, let's turn that round, Jamie, and we can see that. There you go, you can really see that on there. So you can see those sparkly leaves and then that pink in there as well that's really separated itself from that purple. Just a beautiful way to do it, and absolutely easy to do as well. There's no technique involved in that. It literally is a case of just spritzing with water, drying, creating. What I did use though is our white cardstock. I didn't use watercolour cardstock, and actually looking at both, this one is watercolour cardstock. I'm thinking it's spread differently on this one. So I know Leanne Law as well says to use watercoloured only, but I'm thinking try it on your different cardstocks because it's worked really well on there. The other thing is, and it's not something that I did, but our Debbie Robinson did, she actually put hers onto gessoed background. So put a really thin layer of gesso onto your cardstock, so you can do that onto watercolour, and that will allow it to freely move a bit better as well.
And what is that again for people who are new? So, it's like a primer.
So gesso is a primer, like a white paint, and basically, it just puts a thin layer of primer paint onto any surface. So it means if you've got wood slices or MDF, anything like that, you would be able to put some gesso on and use your ink pads on top. And it really did move it beautifully. So if you did want to try it with gesso as well, because it's a great medium to have, and you will find that on the website, and it comes in a massive tube, so you'll be able to get loads out of that. So we're just going to then pop some more tape down. So I've just created an A5 card blank just out of my A4. We're going to just pop that into place. And you know me, I can't just leave things because I do love a shaker card. So I figure let's make a shaker card out of this one. So just making sure I burnish down that back. And I've already done this. So if anyone was watching before, they asked about how I make a shaker card.
Oh yeah, that was Janice.
Yes, so Janice. So this one I have done just the one layer. So it's literally, I've created a frame to go around the edge just out of my nesting dies. I've then popped my
foam tape.
Foam tape, yes, on the back. And then we're just going to put our sequins. Well, in fact, I haven't got sequins. I actually thought we'd keep this. I've got some little beads.
Ah, nice.
So I thought we'd pop them in, but now it might not be the best thing to use because they might run away. What? So we're going to pop these in the middle, but I don't want them going everywhere. We want to keep them in the centre.
I'm sure they'll stay where you've put them because they look very obedient.
That is brilliant. I love that. Yes, Ben.
Thank you.
They are being obedient. I love beads. So if you get an opportunity to have some beads, I love the noise that they make. So they really sound like they're sort of rattling around. So
sorry. When you shake them.
When you shake
I
it, yes.
I was about to go, what? Let's have a listen now. Hello.
I will in a second.
Yeah.
Make sure I've got that all down. Now, the other thing I want to use, and I've only used one of them. Let me just take this. These are the new dies that we've had in this week. If you haven't got them, grab them.
Yeah.
You're going to be using them on everything. I absolutely love them. I've used the many congrats, but all I've used is the congrats die. And I've just cut that out because it's such a cool die. And I thought, let's keep this nice and simple. I've cut it out of white, cut it out of black because we've got the black and white at the bottom there. And I'm just going to use this. Let me just use my pencil card there to use my dotted tape pen. And we're just going to put this over the black layer just to give us some shadowing. And it also just lifts it and makes it look a bit more professional, but also a bit more expensive as well.
Yeah.
When you add things like this to cards that you are selling, it's just going to elevate the price a little bit more as well. People won't mind paying that bit extra. So we're literally just going to shadow that over the top like so, and then just that one there, and then our ats at the end.
Okay.
Congrats. And then I'm just going to make sure that we just burnish that together so that's not going to come apart. And then the last thing we're going to do, I've got myself a little bow and we're going to just stick this to our card to finish.
Masks are coming today, says Linda. That'll be fun. You get playing with those.
Oh, you'll love them.
Alice is in saying, hi, Ben and Debs. I'm still here.
Oh, I haven't spoken to him all day, so he's been in London all day working. So hello, Al.
Hi, Al.
I'll call him later. Although he's out tonight, I think.
Oh, is he?
Yes, I think so.
What are you up to, Al?
Yeah, what are you up to?
Where are you going? Let us know. Nicola wants to know what you're up to. Where are you going? Cindy says, love the mask technique. It's stunning. And Hilary says, those brushes are amazing. I love them. And Connie Chi, again, yes, Connie, says the ink pads have beautiful colours and the stencils are amazing. Yeah, if you've got neither, today might be the day that you go for the masks and then the ink pads as well, because look at what you can create. I love the fact you've created a shaker as well. Brilliant.
It's really noisy. It's lovely, isn't it? So, but yeah, I do love a shaker card. So, yeah, and it's just something a little bit different, using those ink pads, using those masks, and then just make it into a little shaker card. So, yeah, all good.
Absolutely fan-blooming-tastic, that. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. Margaret Birch says, hi, both again. Hello, Margaret. I bought the stencils on Saturday at Evesham with Sheena. How was that, by the way? I forgot to ask Saturday with Sheena, but it was amazing. If you went, let me know how it went. I'm sure it was brilliant. Ordered the Arabian Nights there too, but cherry pick, says Margaret. Zoe Carver says, I have some of the new orange mini eggs. They are yummy.
Oh, yes, they're nice.
I should have said I did have some.
I love that.
I haven't seen those. Are they?
We had them last year. Don't you remember? I made a little house and they were in the house. They were the orange eggs.
Yes.
Yes, you devoured them all, as our Nicola was just saying. Yes, absolutely.
I vaguely remember that. Shadiah says, hello, my Lord Ben and Miss Giggles. Hello, Shadiah. I missed the first show, but here now. Hello to all my crafty friends. And hi also to Cindy, who loves this technique. Listen, if you want to grab the masks here, they all are. As I mentioned, you don't have to go for the full bundle if you don't want it. If you just want to pick and choose, you can. Check the website for details on these. I think I'm going to say they're $3.95, $5.95 each, something like that. They're inexpensive anyway, so you can just pick up the ones that you want to pick up. Here we go. You can have a quick look at these. There we go. So you've got your beautiful butterflies. We've kind of covered off, I think, everything.
Can I just show you something? Sorry, Ben. I was just cleaning my stencil, and look what's happened. How cool is that?
Oh, pretty.
I know, it looks really cool. I literally just used a wipe and put it onto there. But
what have you done? Just laid that down?
Purple.
Laid it down and wiped over the top?
Yeah, just wiped over the top, and it's come out like that.
Make a
what
card.
Background.
Make a card. Make a
like
card.
That. Sorry, I was like, oh, that looks amazing. Sorry, carry on, Ben. Didn't mean to rudely interrupt.
I'll let you off, as it's you, Debbie. Nobody else. I can't remember where I was because I was up to the echinacea. Echinacea. Which is what does Craig call that one? No, oh yeah, cornflower. That was it.
Cornflower.
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 Echinacea. This is my fave. Do, 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 do. Oh, now we're at last. Do, 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 do. I used to run through fields, running away from Debbie. She was trying to blow this in my face. That's the dandelion clock. There's hearts in here. There's beautiful florals. That's the roses, of course. The swirls. There are 2 sets of feathers. So that's sort of your standard feather, if you like. The peacock feather, I think, is exquisite. And you know, you've got more flowers in here, so peonies, that lotus as well, absolutely beautiful. And you have got your cherry blossom in their simplest form. You're just applying like a layer of ink on top, aren't you, and then creating a stunning project, something like that. Layer of ink, adding a sentiment, adding a little embellishment, your mats and layers, card done quickly and easily. But you've seen with Debbie, and you've seen also, if you haven't, go back and watch with Sheena last Thursday, loads and loads of ways to be able to use these, making them a very, very craftable and accessible bit of kit. If you like the look of those and you're going for that collection, or indeed if you're just cherry picking and buying a few of those today, and you like the idea of using your ink pads as well, you might want to pop these into your basket too. We do still have the showstopper available for you. This is the kind of thing that you can create with these ColourBloom Duet ink pads. They are incredible. Don't ask me about the science behind this, because I don't know. I marvel like you guys do. I just think we've got some sort of, like, you know, crafty wizard who puts loads of stuff into like a cauldron, mixes it up, and then we get these amazing ink pads. You don't need to know how it works. All you need to know is that you can create fantastic effects like this very, very simply. Remember that thing of making sure that you dry in between each layer when you're adding your water, but you know, the effects that you can create are incredible, and you're going to get 12 ink pads as well. These come in the shape of the previous Duet ink pad, so you've got that ergonomical design with these. Nice and easy for you to be able to take these into your cardstock straight from the pad, or as you saw Debbie using, you know, various implements, various brushes and things like your ink daubers, and then look at the different colours that you can create. For me, I mentioned earlier on, we were chatting about these before the show, love the pink grapefruit. I think the 2 colours that you're going to get there, incredible. The pumpkin patch, again, similar to the one that we've just seen with Debbie, creates a beautiful sort of haze effect, if you like, but there's stunning colours all the way through. Yesterday, the shoal proved very popular individually. The nebula proved very popular as well, as did the dusk orchid. I think a lot of people were buying those individually, thinking to themselves, I might use those in conjunction with something which might be launching tomorrow. See what you were doing. That rhymes with, yes, enchanted schmotion. But yes, if you go for the set tonight, you'll get all of these, but you can pick and choose if you want to do that. The deal you're seeing on the screen is your showstopper. The showstopper deal, £84 or $104, brings you your mixed media mat. So this is the one that Leanne was using all through the show yesterday, your 9x12 mat. It's got the little sections in it for you to pop in your different inks and paints and all those different kinds of things. You're also going to get your 15 sheets of watercolour card included in there. Plus, and as we saw, you know, you're going to be using these a lot with your ColourBlooms, your misters, to really draw out that colour and create spectacular effects. And then you're going to get your round blending tool with the replacement heads as well. If you were to buy all of that individually, that would be an extra £39 or $54. It's £15 or $20 within the showstopper. So it's all extra stuff which is going to help you get the very best out of your ColourBloom collection. So £84 or $104. However, if you just decide that you want to get the ColourBloom ink pads on their own, you can. The collection is available, and you've also got the opportunity just to pick and choose individuals like I've mentioned. Thank you, Jay Pressy, who says, my master coming on Wednesday. I can't wait to get started with those. And Margaret says, Saturday was amazing with Sheena and Maria. Lots of tips and lots of offers. Good job. I'm not far away, around 25 minutes. Well, that's great, isn't it, Margaret? Straight to Evesham. I love that. One day, whether I go with Debbie or Craig or whoever, I want to get down to one of the stores, Evesham or Chesterfield, and, you know, help out with one of the store demonstrations. Maybe I can just run around and take questions from the audience and stuff.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
I'd love to do it. I'd love to do it.
We need to plan that.
Yeah, next time. And Amber Ray says, I'm going to make my first card. Yes, Amber! I'll post it when I'm done. I'm so excited. What you're going to use, Amber, let us know what you're going to be using, and we shall wait patiently. Make sure you tag me and tag Debbie as well. We want to see what you make with your first card. You can send it to us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, or just stick it in the Armour Crafters Companion group. We will wait with bated breath. Right, we are going to take a short break, give you opportunity to get your carts and your baskets checked out. When we come back, we'll be looking at some more of the recent launches. Of course, still to come, another demo with the fabulous Arabian Nights. But before all of that, let's catch up with one of our absolute faves here at Crafters TV. It's the one and only Barnsley Bombshell.
Day to day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee. And flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts and then grab my tea.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat, then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack, and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in, and within about 10-15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone, and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is the weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, watching TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you, Al. Nice shirt, Ben. Thank you. This is quite a nice shirt, actually.
What's on it? I can't see.
Just little flowers.
Huh?
It's more of a, it's probably not the right shirt to wear today because it's actually quite cold, but I was in a bit of a springy / summery mood earlier. Couple of questions quickly.
Oh, yes.
Can we do those?
Yeah, absolutely.
Karen's asking about the foil.
Yep.
When foiling on the Arabian collection, can we use foil for the foiling machine? So would that work?
So I'm going to be honest, I've never tried it, but
Right.
that foil has been specifically made for heat transfer. So it foils onto something that's been heated. So it's not been designed to work on a sticky surface. But what I would say is give it a go.
Okay.
It's only a tiny bit of foil you need to sort of use to see if it would work. I don't think it will, if I'm honest, because it has been specifically made for the foil press. But there's no harm in giving it a try. I don't have any to try, so I don't know myself. I do know that Craig's always said it doesn't work, and he uses the foils a lot. So I don't think it does, but if you look for any cold or adhesive foil, that will all work. So anything that only needs adhesive to transfer.
And I don't know if we've got any here, but Teresa's saying she's having trouble using the hold and release sheets. Is there a knack to that?
The hold and release, let us know what troubles you're having. So basically, you would put your cardstock onto your hold and release. So the hold and release comes as your sheet, peel back the backing, lay your cardstock on top, then put your die on top of that, and then just run it through as a normal die. And then what will happen is if you pull off then the outer side. So let's say, for instance, you was to die cut one of these, you'd die cut this many inside.
Yeah.
Pull the outside bit off, and the many should stay on there. And then all you do with that is you would then take them away. They're not stuck on, so you need to then glue them onto something else. But let me know what you're having difficulty with, because that's how you do them, and they should stay on the sheet. The only thing I could think you might be having difficulty with is that it might be too much pressure in your machine. If you've got a lot of pressure in your machine, take out one of the shims and try maybe your metal shim instead of your magnetic shim. That takes out a little bit of pressure, and then it won't cut right into it, because what you don't want it to do is cut into your hold and release sheet. You want it to just lay there, but you should be able to just do it as a normal die cut. Hopefully that helps.
Any more questions, fire them in, because that is, of course, what we're here for as well. Moving on to other launches that we've had recently. Earlier last week, had the launch of the seasonal creator card stamp and dies. 13-piece showstopper on this one. I'll just quickly show you all of the goodies that you're going to get here. Again, you've got options with this. If you want to go for just the dies on their own in the collection, you can. If you just want to go for the stamps and dies individually, again, you can. But these seasonal to the point that you can use them across the seasons. You can use them right across the year for all sorts of occasions, for all seasons as well. And, you know, create a card, not in the sense perhaps that you would normally think of a create a card set, but this is actually quite nice because you've got all of these different elements for you to be able to really sort of bespoke your project. And I love the kind of main die, the main sort of word template die. Obviously you can cut in with that, but then you're going to have your letters left out that you can either piece back in or use elsewhere in a project. So it's really nice from that point of view. You get some lovely kind of like cursive sentiments as well, which is great. And then within each set, you've got added extras. So here with the With Love, you've got your florals, you've got some foliage, and you get a stamp with each one as well. So with love, now and always. This one is Happy Birthday. Again, got your two dies there to create your sort of main sentiment, more florals and petals, and hope it's the best yet. This one I really love. I'm always drawn to kind of like stars and bunting.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a very happy...
It is a very happy, it's very celebratory, isn't it? Yeah.
And can be used, again, many congrats for all sorts of different occasions. Many congrats, you did it. Then, special friend. Again, more sort of beautiful butterflies in here. Again, build up your own little bouquets. You've got flowers and foliage. Special friend, you're loved. And then you've also got, always very handy to have, is the thank you as well. So that one again comes with little flowers, foliage, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Also within this bundle, you are going to get all of your extra goodies as well. This is the right one, isn't it? I haven't written this one down in my notes for some reason. No, I have. I'm confusing myself. The goodie bag, yes. So, for an extra £30 or $42, you are getting £70 or $91 worth of goodies. This goodie bag was, I'm not sure if it still is, was available individually, but if you're buying it within the bundle, you're getting it almost like a tenner cheaper than you would pay if you were to buy the goodie bag on its own. But you get your fuchsia linen cardstock, 25 sheets of that included. You're also going to receive within your bundle your heat resistant acetate, 12 sheets of that. We give you our Precious Metals card pack. This is the one where you've got all of these beautiful colours of metallics, but you get it in your mirror card. Oh, hello. You get. What are you doing there? Get the. You get. You get it in matte mirror, mirror, glitter card, and also in this pack you get your adhesive glitter cardstock as well, which is rather cool. So all of that is included in there. Plus, you're going to receive sequins. Is this one open? Yeah, it is.
I mean, what a pot of sequins to have.
I'm not going to open this one up because at the back end of the show last week, I actually helped Jake because Tracy had very artistically spread these all over the counter.
Oh.
So Jake and I had this system because he couldn't get them all back in. So I created a little funnel out of my card, and he held the jar like this, and we were tipping it in. However, what we didn't realise was she'd obviously tipped more than one pot of the sequins.
Oh no!
Because we started putting in, and all the sequins started going all over the floor because there was too much. And I think. Yeah, I'm not going to open that up. But you can see all of the beautiful colours of sequins that you are getting there. It's actually a 70-gram tub.
Amazing.
Really, really beautiful. You're going to get one of our glitter glues as well, which is the... Which colour is that one, if I can read it? It is Glittering Ocean. And 2 of our Duet ink pads as well. The original Duet ink pads, the Awakening Forest and the Lemon... the Lemon Meringue. £60 or $80 for all of that. As I say, if you don't want all of the added extras, you don't have to go for them. You can pick up the stamps and dies individually. But let's have a look at some finished samples with Debbie. Very versatile, these, and like we said, for all year round, aren't they, really?
Oh, absolutely. I love them. I just think they're amazing. I think they're our new favourites now to use in the team because you can use these on everything all the way through the year.
Yeah.
The samples are just stunning that we've got here, so you can see that. You don't have to just use that once. You've got many congrats. I mean, just, yeah, really, really thanking you there. I love that one. I think that With Love is just absolutely stunning. I've noticed that the card it's on in the background, we've got some new white linen cardstock on the website. It is incredible cardstock, so make sure you grab some of that. We've got the many congrats there that you can see, really beautiful design. We've got the thank you, absolutely love that one, so cutting it through the side. That's really lovely, that is. That would be nice, like if you made your wedding thank you cards or Christmas from the kids.
Yeah.
I could make something really nice and simple like that. Love this one. I think that's beautiful. So using your cardstock from our Colour Your World, which is already coloured for you, and then cutting it out of all those different ones. Someone likes that. Many. We've got another many congrats there. Love this one. How gorgeous is that?
That's very clever.
Isn't it clever? I just absolutely love it. It's very nice. Lots of the many congrats one. You've got your happy birthday. You've got your with love. We've got special friend. Love that one. So pretty. Another one. Look at that. I mean, that is absolutely stunning, that card. Very
classy.
Simple, but yes, very classy. So beautiful. And I also love that one as well. I think that's a really nice one. Well, I took inspiration for my demo from one of our design team as well, because I just really loved the style of card that she used. So we're going to do one quite similar. So first thing I've got is some craft cards. So I've cut my craft card to 7.5 inches by 4 3/4. And then I've created this piece. Now this one is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then I've just scored it at 1/2 inch because that's going to go on the front of my card here in the centre. And then we're going to use a white piece of card to go underneath, and then we're going to use some extra little bits. So I've used some papers from Sarah's
Say It With Flowers.
Say It With Flowers, that's the one. We've got a white piece of card there and a black piece of card. So let's use all those pieces and bring this one in. So we've got our happy birthday. So each one of these comes with this die. Now, what's brilliant about this die is it cuts in, but it also cuts your letters out.
Yeah.
So you also have the letters to use, but it cuts into your design. So we're going to use that one to start with, and we're going to just use it on the sides of our card here. So just making sure I've got that the white. the right way round, not the white, the right way round. And I'm just going to put this in the centre. So I'm just going to use my glass mat just to centralise that, just inside the edge there. And then we're going to take that one down. Now I don't want the tape to be too sticky. So what I am going to do, in fact, that's good enough for 2 pieces there. I'm just going to put that onto my skin, and that's just going to, just the oils on my skin will take off a little bit of the sticky, and we're going to just pop that at the bottom and at the top there. And then we'll run that one through the Gemini. So I can use my Gemini Junior plates, even though I've got my bigger machine, but we're literally going to run that through. And I could actually, but I'm not going to, I'll just go through just as quick, but I could have put that in, once it's gone through, I could have reversed it.
Yeah.
But we'll just let that one run through. So that's going to give us our beautiful design, and that's going to cut in there, no problem whatsoever. So you can see there, cuts that one out. Then what you're going to do, you can keep these, so if you wanted to, keep all these to use again. Put them through your little Xyron machines, or cut them. You could cut them with adhesive and then keep them, but I don't need them, so I'm just going to pop mine to the side. And then what you're going to do is go on to the opposite side, turn that around, so it doesn't matter, it's the other way around, and then do exactly the same on that side. And then once you've done that, I've then got this piece here, so we've cut both out, and then all I've done is created another piece of card exactly the same to pop on the back, so that will see, you can see the happy coming through there. So that's our first piece of card done. So let's just stick those ones together. So just going to first of all pop my dotty tape pen just over the letters. So just creating, making sure that these are all going to stick down. And then I'm going to do that the other side.
Got some more questions coming in.
Oh, I love questions.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want them now?
Absolutely. Yes, you can, yeah, everyone can see what I'm doing. So we'll just go ahead and sort of stick our cards. So yes, why not? Let's have some.
So Teresa's follow-up about the hold and release sheets. Yeah?
Yes, yep.
She said, I didn't even know that I could run them through my G2. Does it make the cardstock sticky on the back like a sticker?
Ah, so it's not sticky.
No.
No, it's not sticky on the back. What the whole point of them is, they are a hold and release, which means that they hold all your cardstock down to be able to then paper piece.
Yes.
That's the whole sort of premise of them, is to paper
Makes
piece.
it easier for like little smaller bits that are difficult to pick up and glue.
Yeah, that's it, exactly that. But they will hold them on that sheet until you want to stick them down somewhere, but you still need to glue them down. So yeah, that's so I'm glad we sorted that out for you.
And Brenda, I sort of half understand your question, and if I ask this wrong, then please message back. But I think the question is, so Brenda's got some new ink pads that have dried up because her craft room gets really warm.
Yeah.
Is there any way that she can bring the ink pads back to life? I think that is the question. Or is it once they've dried up, that's it?
So yeah, it's very difficult. So I don't know. If they are ink pads, I've never known them to dry up. What I would say is maybe the moisture has gone right to the bottom.
Okay.
So turn them all upside down.
Good idea.
And leave them for a couple of days, because whatever ink's left in there, it will go to the top of your ink pad.
Move them out the craft room as well, potentially.
And yeah, and just make sure they're nowhere hot, so you're not keeping them anywhere where they're going to, like near a radiator. I'm very conscious of that. My ink pads don't go anywhere near my radiator. So I would say you need to move them out of the way. Now, we don't do it, but I believe Tim Holtz does something that you can spritz onto your ink pads to refresh them. But I don't know what that is, and so I don't want to tell you something that I don't really know.
Yes.
Only that I think there is a solution out there that will act as a clear ink pad to reignite them. But apart from that, yeah, if they've gone dry, they shouldn't have gone dry, not if they were full ink pads. But if they've been well used and loved, then they might very well have gone dry. But turn them upside down for a couple of days and see if that helps.
Yeah.
Because because you might find there is still some ink in there.
Let us know how you get on, Brenda, anyway.
Yeah, definitely. So what I've done here is I've created this piece now over the top, and we're then going to add a piece of white cardstock. So this is our white cardstock. So we've done this one to the back, and that one's going to add that white into the back for us.
Al's come in with a question. My question is, can I come on the store day out? I'm happy to be Des.
Des?
Designated driver.
Oh.
You can for me, Al. You can for me. No answer from Debbie.
What's that?
I said you can from me, but you've not answered the question.
Oh. I was concentrating then, thinking we haven't got long.
Yeah.
Sorry, what does he want to do? Come with?
He wants to. If we, I said I want to come on a store day out with one of you guys.
Oh,
he
yes,
wants
the
to come
store,
along as well.
yes. Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah, I suppose he could come, couldn't he?
Yeah.
The only trouble is, I mean, I don't know if the crafting community is ready for two lots of dad jokes in one place.
Dad jokes in stereo.
I'm not quite sure about that. It would be dad jokes on steroids, absolutely. Right, we're going to place that right on the front there and just hook that over the top, which is going to create that first panel.
Cool.
Now, in here, you get all these different ones. So you've got your birthday there, you've got all your little flowers, you've got your little sentiments, and you've got your stamp. I haven't used my stamp, but what I have done is I've just matte and layered. I've created the birthday, so I've done that out of white and black card. And then out of here, out of the patterned cardstock, I've also just made some mattes and layers, which we're just going to layer up. So all I'm going to do is take these mattes and layers, and we're just keeping them in line with the colours that we're using. So I've used the craft card, used the black, and then we're just using some of those really pretty papers out of the Floral Elegance. It's still a paper pad I use so much, I love it. So pop that on there, and then our last piece is going to go inside. And then all I've done to make the flowers, I've just created with the dies that come with this set. We've just added some extra embellishments. So you even get the little dot. Oh, it might have been in another one. I put a little dot. Oh, there it is. I used the dot off the eye. I knew I'd use a dot off there, just to add a little dot in the middle of them to make the little flower stamens.
Oh, okay.
So
little poppies.
Yeah, they do look like little poppies, but I thought they would look really cool because of the, let me just see which way round I want to put that. Yeah, we're going to put the white on the top there. I thought they would look really cool, so with the little black dots. So all we're going to do is add this over the top, so making sure we've just put plenty of our little dots onto there. That's going to then shadow on the top. I do like shadowing because it really does elevate whatever you're putting that shadow under. And simple to do as well. So let's pop those, the seagulls are circling.
They're enjoying the demo.
And then we're just going to pop this one on.
Can you guys hear the seagulls at home when they randomly come and sit on our rooftop?
We have been told sometimes
Oh,
people
really?
can
You can hear
them. Right, so let's pop that one into place. That's then going to go on the top there. I mean, look at the font on that. It looks amazing.
So good, isn't it?
Absolutely love that. And then we're just going to place that onto the front, like so. So that's going to go right under there.
That's brilliant.
And then we're just going to add some little flowers. So in fact, I think we've just got time to just pop a few of these about. So let's just add those.
I really love that.
Oh, I forgot about that. We need that to open, so we don't want it to go onto that one. So
Okay.
let's just add those wherever you want them added. So we can put a couple. We can put them on here. So wherever you think you just want to place a little flower. And let's put a couple of little ones on there as well. But it was Debbie Clough off the design team, and she made one of these cards very similar. And I just thought, what a lovely idea. I really like the use of craft card. And there we go. There's our beautiful card.
That is magnificent and finished with 25 seconds to spare. That's why she's a true pro. Seasonal creator card, stamp and dies, 13-piece showstopper collection, £60, $80 if you want to go for the full shebang. If you just want the collection on its own, as I've said, you can. And indeed, if you just want to buy individual packs of the dies and stamps, you can do that as well. It's all there for you on the website, so do check it out. Welcome. Welcome, if you've just joined us here at Crafters TV, ever #profesh. My name's Ben Moseby, and we're into the final live hour of the day. What a Tuesday it's been. It's been so much fun. I've had a really fun day today. I think everyone's been in a jovial mood. We've had some great demonstration. We've had lots of education. We've had some laughs. We've had some singing. We've had some dancing. It's all been there. And we've had a brand new launch as well. We're obviously in the middle of a launch party. We've covered 2 launches so far from last week. In a minute, we're going to have another look at today's launch, which you guys have loved, of which 60% of the stock has gone. More on that in just a second. But this week is the final week of National Craft Month. Don't forget, as I can't believe this, into April next week, 1st of April on Monday. So last chance saloon to take advantage of the deals that we've got as far as National Craft Month is concerned. Code this week is for storage, so NCM storage. That code there, use it on anything, anything storage, selected storage. Best thing to do is go to the website. You'll see the selected page with all of the deals there. But like I always say, if you're never quite sure, if you've got any codes, flying about, just stick them in at checkout, and if they will apply, they will apply. But as I said, that is last chance to use Sunday, midnight, wherever you are. It is multi-use too, so if you've already used it this week and you spy something later down the line, go again. Standard T's and C's do apply. Loads of you watching tonight. Jan's on the socials. Teresa saying, Ben and Debbie, thank you so much for helping me. That was with the whole release sheet. I've now figured that out. Yes.
Oh, amazing. That's why it's brilliant. I love that, Ben, because that's exactly why we're live.
Yeah.
So you can ask those questions. And I'm so pleased that you figured it out, because it's a great thing to use. Really good.
Cindy Conley says, wait. Did Debbie get hair extensions, or am I watching an old show?
No, you're absolutely right. I did have hair extensions put in. I love them in the summer, so I always go a bit longer in the summer. So it makes me feel much better.
She says you look lovely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Michael Adams says, yes, we definitely need Ben at the Chesterfield store. I'm all over that. Come on, I'm just waiting for the call from the bosses. Anyone? Anyone? Maybe one day. Pat says, Al says he would even do as he was told if he could come along to the store.
Oh.
Sounds like that would be a first, Al, from that noise. And Pat says, need to take a break. I was trying to finish my easel Easter egg cards. That's not easy to say. Trying to glue down the circular leaves. Don't know how Debbie R made it look so easy. I'm sure, Pat, you are doing a marvellous job. And lots of love coming in for that card that we showed you at the end of the last hour. And Connie Chi says, Ben, I so love your enthusiasm in the shows. Well, it's easy to be, thank you for that, and it's easy to be enthusiastic when you're surrounded by so many talented people.
Aw, that's a nice thing to say.
Yeah. And by the way, if you love my enthusiasm, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, at Ben Moseby CC, where you can see me enthusing on shows like Moseby's Makes and Craft Stories. We should film some more of those this week. I'm thinking maybe Friday.
It's the only day we'll have Friday. We're so busy the rest of the week.
Yeah, but Friday, it'll be a little bit more chilled out because we're the only ones that are going to be here with it being Good Friday.
Yes, it's Good Friday. Yes.
What are we thinking, team?
We could sit and eat our Easter eggs.
Ha! We're doing a secret Easter bunny. I think we are probably the first people to ever do that. Because you know Secret Santa, we've invented the concept of secret, what are we calling it? Secret bunny.
Secret bunny.
Yeah, so...
secret bunny.
I said that for? Secret bunny, like?
Secret bunny.
Secret bunny. So you've got to get out, like, and buy an Easter egg for someone, like, and then you've got to leave it there. And they never know who's bought the Easter egg, like. So it's fun.
Who have you got, Ben?
Well... I can't say too much.
Because are they listening?
I can't say too much, but let me just say, it's causing me a few problems.
I bet that's me then.
Without letting the bunny out of the basket, Some people in this secret Easter bunny thing we're doing are very difficult to buy for. Some people have been very specific. There is one currently in the studio, but there is also somebody else out at the computer. I don't think he is. There's a few people who've made it very difficult. So you think, oh, secret Easter bunny, it's easy to just go out and buy an egg. No, no, no. Some people make it very, very difficult to buy.
I don't need an egg if that's any
No, you're not getting an
help.
egg.
Like, I'd just have some cheese and crackers. That would suit me.
That's what you're going to be getting. I've heard on the grapevine from the secret Easter bunny. What he told me. He came up to me the other day. He went. He said, "I'm sorry, we can't get the egg that Debbie wanted. So she's getting a cheese board." So I was like, "All right, secret Easter bunny," and he just went.
So just in case anyone thinks I'm not difficult,
No,
I'm
she's
not a
not.
diva,
I'm being silly.
I'm just not eating sugar at
No.
the moment, so I can't have a normal chocolate egg.
But somebody, the thing is, oh, it doesn't matter now, does it? Someone was saying that you could get cheese Easter eggs. You can't. Believe me, I've tried. I've been over hill and dale, river deep, mountain high. It's not a thing. It is not.
You could make one.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to chop some like lumps of cheddar, and I'm just going to get it. I'm just going to go.
There is probably some cheeses that you could mould into an egg shape.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Yes, no, you probably could do that.
Just get you some baby bells. Oh dear. I did buy Debbie Robinson some baby bells. Anyway, I've ruined that surprise, haven't I? But
sorry, who did you say you had again?
I can't remember. Oh, but also there is somebody else who's proving very difficult to buy for. So maybe I've got them.
What does Jake want?
Pistachio Easter egg. Is that even a thing? What even is that? A pistachio egg? That's even weirder than a Easter egg, isn't it? Huh?
Has he seen it?
I don't know. He said he saw it in Harrods, apparently. So whoever's got him, maybe it's me, just needs to take a trip to London and buy. I mean, I didn't
Al's in London. Asked him to get a pistachio Easter egg.
Oh, Al, yes. Well, maybe we should. The thing is, I didn't even realise he was so bothered about pistachios. I never knew that was a thing.
You could buy a pack of pistachio nuts. Whoever's got Jake.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we haven't.
The egg.
Huh?
Get a
Well,
chocolate
no, I was
egg.
thinking, like, melt some chocolate and stick them to the egg.
Nicola's just said if she has me
brilliant.
in the secret body, she'd be hard boiling me £10 worth of eggs because I'm eating a lot of eggs at the moment. A lot of eggs. Anyway, Connie says you two are so funny. Thank you. And hello again from Arizona, says Katie Hall. Love watching you guys. We love the fact that you guys are here and enjoying the fun. Have you got the Arabian Nights collection though? That is the question. Arabian Nights. We launched it earlier. We are just shy of 60% of the stock of the Showstopper gone. It's everything that you need. Showstopper in the fact that everything is in here. So you're going to get all of the essentials, all of your paper and card in here at a bit of a bonus price really, £100, $124. It's a cracker of a collection. It truly, truly is. And just as we show you through the 12 by 12 paper pad, you're getting 36 double-sided sheets here, 12 designs, 3 of each. We chatted a lot about this earlier, Debbie, didn't we? But I think one of the best paper pads potentially we've ever done, and I know we always say that.
Yeah, we do, because we do amazing paper pads, but this one truly has got everything. It has a story in it. It has those amazing pictures. It has depth, has that creation that you just want from your paper pads. But the best thing I think about this one, and I think it's what puts it on top with all other paper pads, is the fact that it's got a double A side.
Yeah.
The other side of it is so beautiful. There's lots of different things in there as well. It is amazing. amazing, absolutely amazing. I mean, look at that, for instance. I only noticed that earlier. All the little tiny, it looks like fretwork going round, and it looks like it's been gold embossed, but it's not. But the way the sun catches it, looks like the moon has caught the light of that gold at the bottom. It's just amazing.
It really is, and there's so many beautiful things to look at in each and every one of these, so many layers of detail, and as we said, so much snippability with these. I think the opportunity to potentially work some of these into sort of more festive makes as well, but absolutely gorgeous. And just to kind of show you, if I flip that around the other way, just so you can see all of the B-sides. I mean, look at that, for goodness sake.
That's what I mean. We've never done something like that before on the B-side. That is gorgeous.
These are just all the reverses, but I mean, look at that again. That's almost like looks like a bit like a. Well, those are what do you call them? Lotuses or mandalas, but almost looks a little bit sort of fireworky, doesn't it?
It's amazing, and you were right saying about framing them, put them on the walls. I mean, they're just incredible.
So much to choose from. You get one pad, of course, within the collection. A lot of people this afternoon were telling us that they were going for the showstopper, and then they were adding in extra pads as well. You do get this in 12 by 12 and 6 by 6, which is fantastic. You're also, and we do this all the time now, which I think is so great, you do get the complimentary luxury linen cardstock as well. So you're never having to go elsewhere in your craft room to try and find the cardstock which is going to match, because we've done it all for you. You're getting 24 sheets, 8 colours, 3 sheets of each. So that's like a perfect companion. And then on top of that, as far as the consumables are concerned, we give you, and these have been, we've been putting these in the majority of collections, I think, for about the last 6 months or so, because they've just proved so popular. I feel like we didn't see foil transfers for ages, and now we've brought them back. It seems, Debbie, that everybody just loves the ease of using these, because they're so easy, but they're so effective, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really effective. I think that if you want a nice embellishment to put on something that looks expensive, these are for you, because they're amazing. You can really snip into these. You can use them on your whole card or just sections of it.
Yeah.
They're stunning.
You're going to get 6 sheets of these designs that you're seeing here, and then you're getting 6 sheets of foil as well in those 6 colours. Again, if you've already picked up foil from other collections, nothing to stop you bringing those different colours if you so wish. Talking of colours, of course, we're going to be bringing you some ink pads as well, so your shimmer inks. These are 6 new colours. You get them in the sort of smaller square ink pads. However, go back and watch the show earlier on and you'll see that you get so much out of these. They're very juicy, very beautiful, and again, all the colours match up perfectly. And then your hardware, well, you're going to be using those through these amazing stencils, 3 fantastic stencils, and we've captured that kind of like feeling of Morocco or Turkey or Tunisia, wherever it may be. That real sort of beautiful Arabian theme has been captured wonderfully within this set. The stencils are evidence of that. This set of your magical window scenes, my goodness me, I think people are going to have a lot of fun using that part of the collection, Debbie, aren't they? Because it just allows you to create some phenomenal scenes. We'll perhaps have a look at some cards in just a few moments' time. But again, if you'd like to create sort of cityscapes and, scenes, you'll love working with that. Said earlier on as well, I think that one could work very nicely with a sort of Christmas theme, maybe like the Bethlehem or Nativity collection. I think that would work very, very nicely with. You've got edgeables in here too, so those lanterns again, working these into other areas and other kind of projects, again, potentially Christmas time, you could use those. Here's Debbie's favourite, the embellished trim. Is that what it's called? Yes, embellished trim. Your favourite, that one? Did you say that's your favourite die in the collection or your favourite edgeable ever?
I think possibly my favourite edgeable. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's one I'm going to be using time and time again. It's just so ornate, intricate. I love that border trellis going down it. It's got everything that an edgeable should have. I love it.
The window, again, absolutely stunning. So much decorative detail that you've got in that die set. And this I love too, that ornamented tile. I mean, just sort of the design on that just transports you off on holiday, doesn't it? It takes you off to
Morocco or
Absolutely,
some
and the
warmer
snippability in that as well. You've got that small flower in the centre, then the next flower, then that edge flower, then you've got your frame. You can really snip into that and make it so different.
I know you used this one earlier on as well because you've got your 3D embossing folder, that mosaic tile. And do go back and watch the launch earlier on because the first demo that you will see Debbie do was, I think, brilliant for the fact that it was so completely different to what you might have expected. And if you can't be bothered to go back and watch it, stick with us on CTV 24/7 because the show is repeating straight after this, so you can watch it. It's the first demo that Debbie did on the show, and you'll absolutely love it. And the one final thing you're going to get in this set is your sentiments. And again, really uplifting, really positive sentiments, things like send the spirit of positivity, joyous occasion, make a wish, and hope, faith, and joy. All of that is the showstopper, £100, $124. If you're getting it, particularly in the US, don't leave that extra dollar hanging. Spend another $1 and you get your free shipping there as well. I'll read a few comments when we get into the demo. The chat about Easter, pistachio and cheese is on the go. But let's have a look at some finished samples of Debbie.
Yeah, definitely. These really do show this collection off beautifully. If you haven't gone for it, you're maybe not sure, have a look at these because they're absolutely stunning. Love that window of the sort of rooftops there, looks amazing. I absolutely adore this one because it shows all those different uses of those foil transfers all on one card. That is gorgeous. Another one to put on one card as well is the stencils. Such beautiful designs. You've got 3 stencils in one pack there, so value for money in this collection is amazing. Love this one as well. So that trellis, there's ink pads in here as well, so you could be using those to create. There's that beautiful, look at that die. I mean, it's just amazing. And then when you open it up, you've got it on the inside as well.
I was looking more at the scene created.
And the scene, I know, look at this. I mean, to be able to do all those toppers is incredible. You could do them as your name places as well for your tables, make them shorter because you've only got the tops. You can make the rest as long or short as you want. Another one, we did this one in launch day, which is the embossing folder in the back there.
That's the one I was talking about, the first one, wasn't it?
Oh, that was the first one.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. I wasn't sure if it was the first one or not. And then you've got those beautiful, look at the, I mean, just the papers inside are amazing, but then to have a card that's so pretty. Yeah, you wouldn't expect a card like that out of this collection. It just stunning. Look, I mean, that is just amazing. All those differences. So we've used sort of the different one here to the one in the middle. You've got about 6, I think, 4 or 6 different edges in that collection, which is amazing. I absolutely love this. You've got so much going on. In fact, that's funny. We're going to make a card, not similar to this, but I'm using that edgeable on the side like that. So absolutely gorgeous design. Just so many things you can do with them. Another one we made in launch there, which was has the stencils at the side. One more we'll show there. And then just that last one with the embossing folder as well. So loads that you could be doing with those. That's the thing though with this collection, Ben. You always know when something's really good because you have so many samples that you want to show.
Yeah.
The design team have really gone to town and made some beautiful ones. Right, we're going to be using a few different elements. So the first one I want to use is that edgeable die with the lanterns. So this one is your Moroccan lanterns. Now I've just got myself an A4 piece of card, scored it in half, fold it in half. We've got now our A5, and I'm going to use it as a tent fold card, and we're going to place this on the edge of our card. So I'm going to use my my glass mat just so I know that I'm getting a straight edge down the side. So I'm just bringing that to the centre, and then I'm making sure that this piece here and this piece connect with the top and bottom in a straight line. Once I've done that, let's bring in some low-tack tape and just tape that one down. So just pop that onto there and on the bottom. And then just remember when you're doing this to open your card up then so you can cut it, so you're not cutting through both layers. Need my bigger plates because we're asking that to cut through a bigger piece of card. Place that onto your boards and then we're just going to run that through.
Pat says, I think I needed that little break and had a good laugh at the start of that hour. Pat says, Ben, you could just carve an egg out of a chunk of cheese. Use a cookie cutter in the shape of an egg and cut the cheese, says Katie Hall.
There you go.
Or Zoe says, Ben, you could give her half a dozen chicken or duck eggs. Who's saying that I've got, Debbie?
I didn't make that obvious, did I?
Oh no, I don't know who has
No.
it. I think you were just getting ideas for anyone that found
Who
it
might have it?
difficult.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you difficult? Have you put in any requests?
No, just chocolate.
Just chocolate.
I think if I had a choice of Easter egg or type of a mini egg Easter egg.
Mini egg. Yeah, you love your mini eggs, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not massively fussed about chocolate, to be honest with you. But if you get the mini eggs out, I'll be there like a shot.
They are good mini eggs.
Yeah, they are.
Although, unlike Nicola and Daisy, I like them hard
Same.
because I like to eat all the shell off first and then have the harder chocolate underneath.
Is that what you do? Nibble around it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a bit like that with, I used to do that with Smarties as well because they have like the hard shell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then just have the
They did
Smartie
big
on the
Smarties
inside.
for a while, didn't they?
Did they?
Like big, or did I dream that? Like big Smarties they did, I'm sure they did for a while, which you could nibble around. Where's your glasses, Miss Giggles, says Shadiah.
I know, they are here, I've got them, and in fact I did think a second ago I should have put that on because I couldn't really see the edge, so I will put them on. They're on. Right, let's pop that one out. Look at that. I mean, how gorgeous is that die? I mean, it's just amazing, isn't it? Now, I don't need to cut another one, but cut another one out of the blue. So I've got the blue. And then I've also, remember earlier I was telling you how nice to have some gold cardstock because it goes really well. In fact, if I pop that on there, you'll see just shadowing that with the gold looks incredible. So we're going to be using that one. And then I've got the one for the pink. So I've done another one and with the pink. But before we shadow this one, I wanted to use some of these transfers.
Yeah.
So let's bring some of these in. In fact, I took one earlier and I
You
said,
snipped it off, the little border.
yeah, and I said to you, I'll put it with my demo for later, but I don't think I did put it with my demo for later. Yeah, I thought I did, and it's not there.
Oh, no, you got one.
I got my glass. Oh, there it is. I just found it. I thought I did. Yeah, got the border. So using the border one, you got a shorter border, this one, and then you got your longer border. And then I want the moon as well.
And I'm glad you're doing this because Jessica's, and I can understand why you get confused with this. So she's just getting confused as to which way you put the foil when you do this, because the way you put the foil on this is different to how you use the foil on the foiling machine, isn't it?
Yes.
Because on the foiling machine, it's
You put the shiny side down.
but with this,
Yes. So now you've said that, that makes sense. So it's not going to work with your cold foiling.
right?
Yes. So yes, if you were asked him, excuse me, earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, because it goes a different way round.
Yeah.
Yes. So very different.
But this way round, it's shiny side up.
Shiny side up.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use this strip to go across the bottom of our design. So, and it works really well onto our linen cardstock. So I'm just going to now be really careful here because obviously I want it to go right along the bottom, but I want it to be quite straight. So I need that just to be a little bit more flat. So I'm just going to curve that a bit. That's better. That's better. And let's hope I put that the other way around. Yes, I did. So just going to bring that across and I'm just lining it up to the bottom. Can't see with these lights where the bottom is. That will do. It doesn't have to be perfect, does it? There we go. It looks all right, actually. So we're going to pop that across and then bring in our scoring tool and then I'm just going to burnish that down, making sure we go right to that end and then bringing that across like so.
Yeah.
Across, not across.
Across.
Across. So right the way across there. So once we've done that, I'm just going to check because, and the reason I'm trying to be careful, let me bring this card in so you can see. Can you see it goes over the edge? So I think we can just about, there we go.
Yeah, I see it now.
So it's a bit longer. So what I don't want it to do, see it's pulling a little bit there. So I'm just going to really go down and burnish that corner bit. And we're going to do the same on the other side as well. You could trim it then, which actually would probably be better. So if we trimmed the edge, there's no way then of that coming away. Yeah, that's a better idea. So let's take those ones. And now when we take that up, yes, that's going to come up completely. And there we go. So we've got that beautiful border along the bottom.
Ah, okay.
And then let's use
Ooh, what colour?
our gold. We're going to use gold because we're matte and layering with gold.
Okay.
So I'm just going to place that across there like that.
Dawn's got her mini eggs out
oh,
tonight.
look, that went really easy.
Hey?
Look, I just used
Oh,
my
yeah.
hand. So you don't have to be, so Jamie's asking how gentle you have to be. You don't have to be too gentle, but if you're too forceful, you'll get the transfer on the rest of your card. And what you want to do is just take it, there you go, look at that.
Beautiful.
Look how amazing that looks. So nice. So we've got that on that one. And then I'm actually going to use the moon onto the blue cardstock.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just pop that onto there.
Blue moon.
And then, blue moon, yes. And that's quite good because look, you can see where it's transferring down, it's gone a little bit darker. So we're just making sure that we rub that in. Because remember, we're asking a lot of this, we're asking it to go onto a textured cardstock. So you do need to rub that right down to make sure that's transferring across. Because this is the sort of sticky part. You can always go back down. So if you found that some of it, when you lift it up, doesn't transfer, you can just go back down. There we go. So once you've done that, we'll do exactly the same again, but this time we'll just do that on the corner, like so. And then I'm just going to come across there, making sure that we've got that. Now don't mind if this transfers around at all because we're going to trim this one out. So like so. Oh, look at that. So nice. So then you've got that gorgeous moon
That's
on
so
there.
good, yeah.
So let's just cut that one out. So nice and quick. In fact, I'm just going to grab my other scissors, my smaller ones.
Okay.
And that will be easier to do. And then what I have learned is that you just need to turn your cardstock, not your scissors. So I'm keeping my scissors straight in front of me and I'm just turning that. And I'm only using a really small border all the way around.
Yeah.
Like so. And then we're going to go in with the centre and do exactly the same. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a case of manoeuvring that round. And your linen cardstock is a really nice cardstock to use. So that gives us our moon there as well. Right, so we've got our card here. So let me just bring this one in, and I've popped a piece of linen cardstock underneath just so we can see the border coming down the side. And then I've got myself some, oh, and the cardstock that I'm using, Ben, is from Sarah's 12 by 12.
Floral Elegance.
Floral Elegance, yes. You're so good, look at you. So we're going to use our cardstock on here for the back. You can decide, I mean, if you want to do a more plainer side,
yeah.
actually, I think we're going to use this one because I quite like all the tassels and that coming over there.
Yeah.
So let's stick this one together. So we're just going to use our tape pen.
We've only got half an hour left on the day.
I was just thinking that myself.
Where's this show
has it gone? It's just been a busy, quick day today.
Isn't it?
I know we've had sort of other filming and stuff, but it has gone very quickly.
And we have been lolling a lot, haven't we?
We have been lolling a lot and not lolling around.
No. Oh, Jamie has hurt himself from all of the
Oh,
lolling. He's pulled a
Jamie.
neck muscle, apparently.
It's funny how some days are more funnier than others, isn't it? I think that just depends what you're talking about, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I think, again, depends on... I think it depends a lot on you guys as well, you know, if you're up for a bit of the bants and...
That's it.
We just...
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Oh, no.
No, let's not stick that down just yet. I just realised what I wanted to do.
What are you doing?
So, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Just going to add a little bit of tape there.
Ah.
I've got a piece of acetate. I forgot about that.
Where?
So here, yeah, where is it? Now, I've done my acetate to 8 inches, and then I've scored in at ½ an inch on each side. And then we're going to stick this to this piece of card. Now what's going to happen is that it's going to create just a small, can we just see that? Yeah, we can see that there. I just wanted to create just a small little dome shape at the bottom. Because we've done those gorgeous sort of rooftops, I thought they would look really cool on a little bit of a domed card. But I didn't want to do it a full dome card, just wanted to add that extra in. So we're just going to place that onto one side. That's going to go at the bottom there. And then onto the other side. And actually, because I've already stuck it down, that's quite handy. So all I've got to do is put a little bit of tape back on the acetate, just so I know that piece will stick down. And then that's going to go on the front now. So just like so. And then we're just going to come in here. I'm going to burnish that on the inside to make sure that that's held down. Like so. There we go. And then we've got these pieces here. So what we are going to do, now I've done one already, so just to save time, I think, let's bring these ones in, because what I've done here, and actually I'm glad I've done another one. Can you see I pulled it here so it didn't go quite across?
Okay.
So I'm actually going to use that one to go across there. So it doesn't matter that we're putting an extra one in.
So what happened there? You just...
It's where I pulled, so that's why I was being so careful with putting this across, because as I pulled it up, it didn't stick down properly, and then I pulled it too much. So, but because I've done another one, we're just going to pop that over the top, and then you would never know.
Yes.
Like so.
Perfect.
And then all I've done is put a couple of foam pads just in between. There, you can see just the foam pads there, and that's just keeping them at bay, and then we're going to pop that to the front here. So we're just going to use, in fact, I'm going to use our red liner tape. I can't find any red liner tape.
Oh.
No, I can't see any at all.
Oh, I wonder if there's some in this box up here.
If not, we'll just have to use this one to go across.
No.
That's fine.
Do you want me to fetch you some?
That's okay. I'm just going to use the tape.
Oh, I moved on.
Moved on, Ben.
Way ahead.
Moved on. So we're just going to pop that round like so. Oh, I'm glad I moved that because I forgot to move that across. So let's pop that down. That's going to go in the middle like so. And then all I've got then left to do is to place the moon on, and then we've got a sentiment as well. So let's bring that moon in. So let's pop that on there. Like so. And this one will just pop in the centre.
That is beautiful.
There we go.
That's so good. That is what I was expecting as your first card. But you can see all of the different things that you can create with this fantastic collection. Dawn of Valley's got her mini eggs out. She says, I eat them like Debbie does. It's a good time to get your mini eggs because we have a short break in just a second. Just to quickly reiterate on everything before we do that. Everything you're going to get here in your set. So you're going to get your sentiments. Let's do it the other way around for a change. So your joyous occasion sentiments. You have got hope, faith and joy. Joyous occasion. Live more, worry less. Make a wish. There's tons of lovely sentiments in there, actually. You're then going to get your mosaic tiles. This is that, excuse me, 3D embossing folder. If you stick with us on this show on the 24/7, you will see Debbie's make with that from the launch day show as the first demo. So stand by for that. It's just a beautiful design, and the emboss on that is absolutely second to none. You have got your ornamented tile in there. And as like Debbie was saying, you know, you've got the ability in here to snip into this, colour into this paper piece if you want, you know, create shakers if you want to do that. You've also got that beautiful decorated window. I love that sample that Debbie showed us just a little while ago there, where all of the colours from those ink pads were used to create almost like a glowing effect through the window. There's Debbie's favourite edgeable, which is that beautiful embellished trim. You've got edgeables as far as those Moroccan lanterns are concerned. And again, get your illusion film behind those. I think they're going to work perfectly for maybe things like your Halloween cards, potentially Christmas cards. I think those will work really nicely. This is that die that Debbie was using just a few moments ago in that last demo to create that beautiful Arabian scene. And then you've also got your magical window scenes as well. Again, we were chatting about these earlier on. You actually get the 5 different kind of tops, if you like, and then all of the stamps. Love the little palm tree that you've got in die form there as well. You've got the moon and the stars. And then lastly, as far as your hardware is concerned, you're going to get all of those stencils in there too. So some beautiful designs as far as the stencils are concerned. But that's not all, of course. By the way, that is the Essentials bundle. If you're looking at that on the web and thinking, I'll just go for that, that's everything within the Essentials bundle. Then you've got the embellishments, I think it's called, or the paper and card. You'll see on the website. But within that kit, you are going to get shimmer inks, new pads, these new colours. These are in the sort of smaller squares. However, you've seen that a little goes a long way with these. Very juicy, very easy to apply. You're going to get your set of foil transfers in there as well. So you've got your coloured foil sheets. 6 of those, and you're also going to get 6 of the pages with all these designs on. So everything you see on the board there, you're getting 6 times over. Then we're going to give you your luxury linen cardstock. That, again, is 250 GSM, 24 sheets. You're getting 8 colours, 3 different sheets of each, and then you get the papers. The papers you're going to get in 6x6, and you're going to get in 12x12 as well. A lot of people have gone for the showstopper and then added in more of the papers. That's usually the way of things. And just to show you again, I know we've really kind of dwelt on this a lot. It's a beautiful paper pad. I mean, the designs are just incredible, from the hanging lanterns to the beads to the moon and the stars and the palm trees and the cityscape that you've got. Just incredible. The more you look into these, the more you delve in, the more you will see with each and every design. And the brilliant thing is, I'll just flip this around in a second so you can see that the B side of this pad is absolutely as stunning, as beautiful as the A side. I mean, look, you've got less on the B side as far as kind of like, you know, scenes are concerned, I suppose, but you've still got so many beautiful designs, such stunning artwork. If you can afford to, if the budget allows, you're definitely buying multiples of these, aren't you? And you've got the opportunity still to do just that. The showstopper, over 60% of that stock has gone. It's £100 if you're platinum, $124 in the US if you're platinum. And just bear in mind, you're only £1 short of your free shipping there, aren't you? So absolutely worth adding in more. Beautiful card, says Jessica. Another stunning card, Debbie, says Shadiah. Wow, says Cindy. Never seen a card like that before. It's beautiful, unique, and I love it. And Pat says, I like the idea of using the acetate as a pop-up for the village. I may steal that technique and use it for Christmas cards and the town of Bethlehem. Thank you, Debbie. You're always so inspirational. And Connie T says, Debbie, that is one stunning card. Thank you for all your demos on this collection. Right, it is break time. When we come back, we are going to be, well, nearly out of time. So get your baskets checked out, get your goodies, and we'll come back for probably one final demo, bit of a roundup. We'll see you back here in about 3 or 4 minutes' time.
My dad was a printer, which was the old, you know, the old letter set printer, the type, the old printer's type. So he used to bring home offcuts of card. And so I always had paper and card around me from as long as I can remember. He would donate bits of offcuts to the school I went to, and so it was always accessible. My mum and dad bought me colouring products, art products, and, you know, good quality art products, like adult quality art products. So I found I could draw from a really early age. So really between that and crafting, it's just been punctuating all through my life. I think you can get inspiration from anywhere. It's hard, there's never one source. It's from anywhere. It could be a crafting person, it could be a non-crafting person. It inspires me in different aspects. You know, it could be art, inspiration from artists, inspiration from crafters, or inspiration on just inspiring people. It's all about the viewers. If it wasn't for the viewers, then there's no purpose in what? What am I doing it for? It's not about me, what I can do, it's about what I can inspire the viewers to do. And if I'm not inspiring them, then I'm not doing my job. So it's all about the viewers, and it's all and keeping them interested, fired up to give new things a try. And mostly any blocks, anything that holds someone back is more confidence than ability. That's what I've found. So if I can inspire people and give them that little bit of confidence to give them the nudge, fantastic. I think the biggest achievement is keep doing what I'm doing for so long now. I remember, you know, when I first started, you know, everything's new. It can just, you know, maybe the enthusiasm and the love for what you do might wane, but it hasn't. You know, here I am, as I said, 18 years further down the line, professionally crafting, and I think that's my greatest achievement, is that I'm still loving it, doing it, enjoying it, and the feedback's been incredible from, you know, from the crafters, and that's what I'm doing it for. So that, I think, is my greatest achievement, and the feedback I'm still getting. Not many people know this, but I'm going to share this now, is when I lived in America and I was 19, my eyelashes turned white. So this is still my hair colour. Oh, I'm getting on a bit now, but it's just my natural hair colour, dark hair colour, white eyelashes. I look like, you know, the John Wyndham, you know, the Midwich Cuckoos. I look like one of those little alien people with me if I don't wear mascara. Underneath it, lily white eyelashes. Go figure. I did worry for a while I was going to turn white, you know, emanate now from my eyes, which would have looked very strange to try and disguise for a bit.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Hi everyone, I'm Lily. I've been part of Crafters Companion for about a year now. Can't believe it's been that long. It's absolutely flown by. How did my crafting journey start? Well, I have to say I've always been creative. I've always loved drawing, painting, making cards. Sort of started that when I was very, very young, making all my handmade Christmas cards, birthday cards, thank you cards, and from then on in it pretty much just stuck. So where am I from? So I currently live about 2 miles actually from head office here in County Durham, but I'm actually from Sheffield. Something that's really sort of close to my heart from where I'm from is the fact that we've got the Peak District just on our doorstep. Crafty inspirations, that's an interesting one. I have to say I'm inspired by so many different things. I'm inspired just by the team we have here at Crafters Companion. The craft experts are so inspiring. I learned so much from watching them, from sharing our ideas together, and I've actually watched the team on telly for so many years, even before I first come here. And I remember the first time sort of stepped through the doors here at the CTV studios, I was completely starstruck. And as well, our community that we have, our Crafters Companion family, that wider family that we interact online, you guys emailing into the shows, leaving all the comments, leaving pictures of your creations, I find so inspiring as well. It's a community where we all feed off of each other, a lovely, big, welcoming community. So I'm inspired by all you guys at home as well, which I think is absolutely lovely. What do I do apart from crafting? Well, I absolutely love running. I love being out in the open spaces, come rain or shine or snow or hail or whatever the weather throws us. So what does make Crafters TV so special? Well, I'm going to have to go with a very corny, very cheesy answer, but it is true. It's you guys at home, it's the viewers. If it wasn't for you guys watching, your amazing interaction, all your lovely comments, your feedback, your mates that you send through, Crafters TV would not be the same. We wouldn't be here without you guys at the end of the day. Ooh, big crafting fails or accidents on screen. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've had anything too disastrous. I'll be back on next week and I'll have a crafting disaster you watch now.
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, what a show. It's absolutely flown over. Thank you for all the love and comments coming through.
I can't believe we've literally got like 14 minutes left. So I know we're going to squeeze in one final demo, I think, with the mask. So I'll just quickly remind you as to all of the designs you're going to be getting as far as these are concerned. £32, $48 if you're platinum. Here they all are then, in their glory. So you've got loads of beautiful flowers, cherry blossom, love that. The decorative lotus, I think that is going to be something, as I said, that I think you'll be working into your Arabian Nights collection. Then you've got lots of lovely florals in there, so the peony. You've got a couple of feathers to choose from as well. That one is your peacock feather, and then you've sort of got your standard feather, if you like. I mean, it's just called feather. But anyway, swaddle, roses, hearts, dandelion, head, echinacea, and butterflies. £32, $48 for 11. If you just want to pick and choose, they are available still as individual items over on the website. Right, not long. So, what can Debbie show us in the final 14 minutes of the show?
Yes, well, let's have a look. Let's go back to our duets, so our ColourBloom duets. We've got that entwined hearts as well, so let's use the actual mask. So let's take this out, although it's stuck inside my pack. There we go. So bring that one out, pop that onto our coloured cardstock. And then I'm going to also use it with love as well,
okay.
So we can use that to cut in. And I've used different ink pads, and I thought actually let's try some different ones because I've not actually tried these ones.
Ooh.
So I know, so I thought let's try some different ones. So we got the anemone, which I think is a beautiful colour. So let's take our brush and just use some of that to start with. So just taking that. Should have really stuck that down, but I'm going to just dab that in rather than stick it down. It has got a little bit of sticky on it, but I think let's go wild and just not stick it down.
Yeah. I was just thinking tomorrow as well, because obviously we've got the launch of Enchanted Oceans. We've got Craft Along tomorrow as well, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Pets Rule.
Pets Rule, yes.
What's the Craft Along look like? Because I'm thinking maybe I might join you.
Oh, we're making a box. You can join us, yeah. You'll be able to make a box. Have you ever made a box before?
Not on my own. I've done one before, I think, on a Craft Along.
Oh, boxes are really simple to do.
Yeah.
I decided to do a box because it's only an hour.
Yeah.
And because boxes are so simple to do, and actually I think that would be a really good one for you to craft along to.
Well, I really like the collection as well. It's my favourite collection of the year.
Yeah, it's
so
amazing,
I think
isn't it?
would be a goodie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll do it then.
Oh, amazing.
It's tomorrow night, isn't it? 5 till 6?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So it's just an hour. So it's more about, there's nothing too much on there. It's just about learning how to make a box, and then we're going to just decorate with some of the dies. Kept it quite simple because it's only an hour.
Okay.
So yeah, that'd be fun.
Right, I'm in. Count me in. I'll be your guest.
Amazing. Yeah, because we won't have a guest, will we?
No. So I'll be your guest. I'll be presenter / guest.
Your guest.
Be your guest. To the test. Craft along, sing a song.
Oh, you could easily make a song to that, crafting along, the craft along song. Craft along song.
I've still got to finish, well, I haven't even started it yet, but Nicola still wants me to do my I'm Just Ken parody and do I'm Just Ben. So that's coming next.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
That's cool, isn't it? It's very cool. Love it. Right, so I'm just going to wipe my ink off of there as well, just so I know I'm not using any of that. So even though I normally do it on kitchen towel, you can just do it onto your cardstock as well. So take that off like so. And then what we're going to do, we're going to give some spritz into this as well.
Yeah.
Or water, actually. Let's bring in some water.
What were those two colours you used, sorry?
So these ones were anemone and pomegranate.
Oh, okay.
So pomegranate always reminds me of my mum. because when we were little, she used to sit there for hours with her pomegranate, half a pomegranate, and take out all the little pips. And she'd sit there and eat them, and every so often she just used to let us have a few, and we used to sit there eating the pomegranate.
Did you feel like very posh? My mum was the same with pomegranates, but I don't know. Was it like a big thing back in the day? But she used to do exactly the same.
I think it was. They used to be quite a big thing, didn't they?
Yeah.
Can't find my paintbrush.
Put them in salads and stuff now, don't they? Pomegranate seeds.
Yeah, they do. Yes. So
and then like couscous and stuff.
So funny enough, we had my daughter and her husband and girls over a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we had a curry night, and Al had pomegranates and got out some pomegranates for people to put onto their curries. And I've never seen that before, and they were really nice. So, yeah.
They're nice in. I'm trying to think. There is a dish. It's definitely got couscous in it. There's definitely a couscous or like a rice dish where they have pomegranate seeds. Eh?
Couscous.
Couscous. Yeah, currants in couscous. Maybe it is just couscous.
Well, you can get some really nice flavoured couscous. We had a sweet chilli one the other night and a red pepper one. That was very nice.
Very good for you as well, isn't it, couscous? Because it's quite low in everything.
Yeah, very good.
So you can eat a lot of it, and
well,
not
it's just chickpeas,
worry.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take this to some of the hearts. So we're just going to bring that over. See, it's starting to react now. We can see the purples coming through on there, which look beautiful. Let's do this one up here.
Zoe's looking forward to the Pets Rule Craft Along tomorrow.
Oh, that's amazing.
Get your Pets Rule kits out, guys, and craft along with us. 5 o'clock. That will be 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, midday Central. And the times will all change again for next week because we're putting our clocks forward at the weekend.
Yeah, it is this weekend,
so we'll be back
it?
to normal with the times.
Look at that colour, look, changing there. That looks amazing. I love the mixing of the colours. So I haven't got one of these. I thought we would just try it to see, mixing these two colours, how they would look. So, yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I like anything that offers us sort of a variation on what we do normally, because like the Duet ink pads are just incredible ink pads. So to have them now that have that variation of colour, just look incredible.
And it's something that, like Leanne was kind of stressing yesterday, it's something that you won't already have in your Crafty stash, because from what she's saying, nobody else has really done it. So, you know, this kind of effect and this kind of design is a bit of a one-off. So absolutely worth jumping in for these. They are on the show as a bundle, or if you just want to get individuals, pick and choose your favourite colours. You can. You can see the colour changing now. You certainly can on my screen. That is incredible.
Magic. Yeah, it looks so cool, don't they? Just really effective ink pads. And then obviously it's what you then do with them afterwards. Oh, look at that, Jamie. Brilliant camera work there. You can really see that amazing changing. You can see here the orange. You see the orange coming out into the white there, just over here. It gives it a bit of a grungy look with these stencils.
Yeah.
They look just amazing.
Quick question, and we had a couple of these questions yesterday, but it's always a good one to remind us. So the difference between using a mask and a stencil, I suppose you're using them in the same ways, but as I try to understand it, it's like a mask like you've got here. It creates sort of like the negative, doesn't it?
Yes.
And yeah, the stencil's the positive.
Yes. Yeah, so if you think about like when we say, look how amazing that's looking now, can you see it's really coming out the pink now? Look at that. It looks, well, it almost looks like germs. And what I mean, do you know on a look
under
at
a microscope?
That, on a microscope, yeah, I like it though. It looks like that explosion, doesn't it? Of sort of.
Happy Valentine's, darling. Here's your germy card.
I couldn't think of any other nicer word to say on there than germs, but you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Love that, coming out beautifully.
I was thinking, in the blue particularly, I was thinking you were going for more like, it looks like an overhead shot of like a coral reef. I think that would look at coral reef, not germs.
Yes, that's what it is. Not germs, that's exactly what it is. I say coral, Jamie, yeah, I've always called it coral.
Yeah.
Look at this pink coming out here at the bottom, just at there.
Yeah.
And around here.
At the top, yeah. Wait, yeah, just at the
Really
top of that heart
see
there.
those colours
Just
moving
brilliant.
about. Right, I'm making sure I dry this properly because what I want to do is I want to actually take the dye from the not the entwined tights, the With Love, and die cut it through. But we want to make sure that this is fully dry before we do that. So let's pop that there, and then take this one. And then what we're going to do with this is cut that width that goes completely through there. So I'm just going to literally place it on the top. Now, because I've put my inks down, I'm not going to, you could have done this afterwards, but, before, but, let's make sure we need to add an upside down width then. I didn't, so we're going to do it afterwards. I was trying to think of something really clever to say then, and actually I just didn't do it before, so we're going to do it afterwards. So let's run that one through. That's going to cut that width into the cardstock, which is why I've got then a black card base. So we're just going to take that one out. So that's going to cut those out there. So let's just take our width. And again, you can use that as something else. So although you can't see it there, when we then put it onto our black, you can see that coming through. Look how amazing that's looking. And then if you wanted to, you could rough up the sides a bit. Well, we're going to just stick this directly on. And then I've actually, it's not going to work now, because I'm just going to do it with the black. The card I used before, I used a different colour, so it's not going to work so much. So we could have done the same inks onto the word, but I'm just going to add the love because I think that looks really nice.
Looks amazing.
Like so let's pop that into place, and let's use our tape pen just to go. I really don't know where the time's gone.
Flown over today, isn't it? It really has.
Flown.
Tomorrow's going to be the same. It's going to be another busy day. It's going to be another fun day. We finish, we've only got an hour tomorrow night.
Yeah, finish nice and early tomorrow. So I'm just going to put a bit, in fact, I'm going to use my dotty tape pen just to go into those pieces. If you make sure that that's taped down well there, then you can see the black coming through much better. So let's pop that straight onto our card blank, just allowing that beautiful black border. I'm going to turn that over and burnish that down. That will just make sure that sticks perfect. And then we would just pop our love into place.
Fabulous.
So, and literally, that's apart from the card blank that we did, everything there has been done from scratch. And then you've got those amazing colours going on. So let's just pop that with love just through there. And there we go, turn that round. There we go.
Beautiful. And the great thing about that card again is that you've got the ability to pick up all the masks that I've just shown you a few moments ago. The Duet ColourBlooms are on the show for you as well. And indeed the seasonal credit card dies are all there. It's all the stuff that we've brought you on the show, all of the recent launches that you guys have absolutely loved. What a show. Thank you so much, everybody, for sticking with us. Hopefully you've picked up some inspiration and some hints and some tips and some ideas along the way. And hopefully, if you haven't yet picked up these launches, you either have got them in this show or you're going to decide to do so over the course of this evening, but snap them up, particularly the Arabian Nights collection, because that has proved so popular today. Well over 60% of the stock of that has gone. It's just a lovely collection. And of course, tomorrow, so much to look forward to. As we've mentioned, finishing off tomorrow night at 5 o'clock UK time, we have got that craft along. So if you've got your Pets Rule collection, make sure you get that out, because that's going to be fun. It's going to be fast, it's going to be furious, but not too fast and furious, you know, for a craft along. And then tomorrow, 1 o'clock UK time, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Pacific. We're going into the ocean. We're going for a swim. We're going for a swim in the enchanted ocean. Debbie, we're just a little bit excited about that tomorrow, aren't we?
Just a little tiny bit. I mean, it's going to be big fish tomorrow, and we can't wait. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, and I know you've all been waiting for it. So, yeah, tune in tomorrow. Me and Ben, we're going to have a fun day, aren't we?
I genuinely am thinking about coming in my Bermuda shorts and a mask and snorkel with flippers.
Do it.
Shall I just do it, yeah? I might see how it goes. There it goes. Thank you so much for watching. Get in. I have a feeling that collection, I'm pointing because it's this other side of this camera, probably go live just after 11 o'clock UK time, so you know what to do. And then join me and Debbie for that amazing launch show. Thank you to the whole team. Thank you to Jan. Thank you to Debbie. Thank you to Jake. Thank you to Nicola. Thank you to Jamie. Thank you to you for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow for more fun here at Crafters TV. Bye.